Fellow sinners, flesh dwellers, we congregate once again, I see. You must be asking yourselves, why does it appear that I am imprisoned, caged? While I cannot go into much detail on my current situation besides the obvious, trust me, it is only a temporarily setback and/or situation. And maybe one day, hopefully soon, I can obtain a pardon from Mr. Trump himself. Someone whose name I cannot mention, but does possess slight powers over me, has become irritated, possibly jealous, by my newfound passion with you flesh dwellers. To him it appears you have favored me greater than him as of late. But enough of that. I'll fill you in a bit later. We have more important things to discuss than my current situation. So why don't we? Keep in mind, these are not my words or opinions. I have no opinion on these matters, just mere thoughts from a casual observer. So, your former president, Donald Trump, has been making a great statement in the news once again, I see. He recently spoke of policies that he shall implement once he's elected president once again. Trump said he will call for legislation that will make it that the U.S. government only recognizes the genders of male and female, which are assigned at birth. And behold, just based upon this policy, and this policy alone, you shall see him do another term as President of your United States. Heed my word. Heed it well.
As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth.
Interesting. But has it not always been this way that Trump speaks of? The only genders being male and female from birth, as it was written hundreds of years ago?
The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent.
What is this I hear? Men competing against women, the weaker sex, in sports? Are you mad, I ask? Where is the fairness in this? What man would boast victory over a woman in a sport and still claim to be a man? I was not aware of such activities by you flesh dwellers. Flesh dweller males, to be exact. What are your thoughts, sinners? Is this a new norm?
No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago.
Born with the wrong gender? Nonsense, I say. The programming has been correct from day one, as far as I know it. Who has changed this? Who has dared to make changes to this thing so perfect in all ways, I ask?
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple.
Left wing? What is this left wing this Trump speaks of? All those that possesses wings have both their wings intact. I notice to be fact. Or is this a strange way of speaking in tongues once again? Left wing.
Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth.
Wait. More madness. More madness this trunk speaks of. The mutilation of your own youth? How can this be? Are these left-wing ones to blame for this also? It appears Trump is a protector and a savior to your youth then, right?
On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children.
So this Biden is the one they call the left wing, I take it. Why would he do such a thing? Is there anyone that can explain this to me in simple terms? I am confused beyond my own beliefs. I must seek detailed knowledge on this subject for better understanding.
I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age.
Ah, the feds, I see. They must have superior power to do Trump's bidding, I take it. The feds.
If any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding.
What? Even in the schools, this subject is taught to the innocent children? This is truly madness beyond all belief then. Was not your schools created to educate the youth? To teach them to write, to read, science, and other type academics? It would appear that some of you flesh dwellers do indeed need schooling in the way of life and your world. From what I have gathered, there are some that oppose these ideals of Trump and rally together and fight against him. It will be a very interesting battle for me to observe. So until then, flesh dwellers and fellow sinners, please dwell deeply upon these thoughts. For me, I shall continue my studies and at the same time get adjusted to my new dwelling.